Holiday open streets along Fifth Avenue kicking off today with the lighting of the iconic giant snowflake suspended 50 feet up in the air over Fifth Avenue at 57th Street. Today, as was the case today, and for the next 2 Sundays from noon until 6 p.m., Fifth Avenue from 48th to 59th Streets are car-free and open to pedestrians only. Audrey Puentes here with our full forecast. Hopefully that's the only snowflake we're talking about tonight.
I think so. We are expecting much quieter conditions as we go through the next couple of days, Arthur. Right now, as you saw, temperatures are mostly in the 50s across the tri-state area, and we still have a couple of showers being found across the region. Actually, our high numbers were also in the 50s. We have a couple of showers, as I just mentioned, across portions of New Jersey, and that a lot of that moisture is heading off to the northeast, so we're gradually going to see better weather as we get into the overnight hours and into tomorrow. Overnight lows will mostly be into the 40s, and today, earlier, we did hit a high of about 53 degrees in Central Park. That was at about 2 o'clock earlier this afternoon. The low recorded was actually, it should be our normal high temperature, which is 48. Right now, we're sitting at 50 in the park. It's 45 in White Plains, same number in Bridgeport, and we find 50 degrees down the shore in Belmar. The winds, they're nice and light. They'll get a little breezy tomorrow. Fog has also been an issue across parts of the regions, and we have visibilities that have been reduced, but they are starting to improve somewhat, and we should gradually see that as we go through the overnight hours. So far, rainfall total amounts for the last 24 hours, roughly about a half an inch to an inch across the region, and we're going to add to that shortly as we have that exiting area of rain coming across the region right now. Now, so far for the year, we're running at a surplus with almost 8 inches of above normal rainfall for the year, so that's something we'll be watching, and it looks like we're probably going to end the year above normal too, of course, being that that's where we are at the moment. Satellite and radar is showing that rain exiting the region across the area. We still have steady rainfall in parts of the Hudson Valley and a couple of showers on Long Island, but we're starting to see some breaks in the clouds coming out of Pennsylvania, and that will gradually be the trend as we go through the rest of tonight. There's some drier weather waiting in the wings here. It's going to push in here, and tomorrow there could be an isolated shower off to the north, but I think most of us will stay dry. In fact, we'll start out the day with some sunshine coming through, but there'll be some clouds coming around time to time. We still have kind of an area of low pressure in our vicinity, so that is going to bring the chance of an isolated shower off to the north, but I think for general, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds as we go through your Monday. Tuesday, we'll do it again. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds. It'll be nice and dry. In fact, we're going to stay dry for several days. In fact, much of the week should be relatively quiet, and we're going to be storm-free until we get into next weekend, and that's when we'll see our next chance of precipitation. So 43 is what we'll get to in the park tonight. Tomorrow, we're only up to about 51, but that's actually closer to average for this time of year. And then we're in the 40s after that, and we stay in the 40s right through the end of the week here. We'll have low 40s as we go into Hanukkah, which begins on Thursday night at sundown, but dry weather for much of the week. Our next threat of rain comes in on Sunday, and it looks like it could be a soaker by then on that day with a high of about 57 degrees. Arthur?
All right, thanks so much, Audrey. Well, there is a renaissance happening at the box office. When we come back, just how much Beyonce's concert film is raking in on its opening weekend.